Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl forever, Mrs. M. Thank you for stopping by if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my ACCUTANE ISOTRETINOIN journey, the cost around that, how long I did it for, prescriptions, the right doctors to go to, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the post notification bell right down below, and let's get into it, guys. My acne really started to get bad in my internship year. As you guys know, in Zimbabwe, if you're doing a 4-year degree, usually there's an internship year. So because I was earning a little bit of money, I got excited. I tried a lot of new things, and some of it worked, some of it didn't. But then it really got worse when I was moved by my internship company from Harare to Masvingo to finish my internship in Masvingo, and my acne really got bad. But I used Tapira skincare. I'll link them here or here again, and it really helped a lot in reducing my acne, but it didn't do anything for my acne to completely go away. So things would like work for a month or two, and then my skin would calm down, and then it would start again, and then this was just a cycle that kept going on. So I didn't want to deal with acne anymore. I wanted it to be done and dead for good. So I started to search around doctors, and the one doctor that was most recommended on Facebook in some of the groups that I was in was Dr. Mtangadura. He is based in the Avenues in Harare, and that's who I saw for my first appointment with him. So basically what he does is, when you walk into the appointment, he basically asks you about your skincare history, your skincare struggles, like and now looking back at it, my older sister had acne issues as well, and my grandmother's younger sister was telling me the other day that when she was in her 20s, she also did take a pill. She didn't say isotretinoin per se, but she did say she drank some medication to deal with the acne. So basically what the doctor does is, he asks you about your history, and then he sort of like recommends what you should do. So what I did is, unfortunately or fortunately, there were no blood tests for me to take isotretinoin. So basically he prescribed the medication, and in terms of the cost of seeing the doctor, if you don't have medical aid, because this is covered, dermatology fortunately here in Zimbabwe is covered on your medical aid if you want to take that route. So what basically happens is, the total cost, if you don't have medical aid, of having these doctor's appointments is $60 per appointment. That was when I did it in 2019, early 2019, around March, April. That's when I started to take I went to this appointment to do the isotretinoin journey. So it's $60, but then because of our economy here in Zimbabwe, the medical aid covered $50, and I paid the other $10 myself. So every time I would go for a doctor's appointment, there would be a shortfall of $10. So when he recommended me the isotretinoin, he told me the pharmacy that had it, and I have unfortunately forgotten the name of the pharmacy, but it's downtown in Harare. And when I went to that pharmacy, a month's prescription was $33. So basically about just over $1 per. A month's prescription is actually 30 pills, yes, because you take one a day. So basically just a little over $1 per pill. And then you take that, you decide what time you want to take it. So what happened is, when he recommended the isotretinoin, he also recommended the kind of skincare that I should use. He recommended that because I was in university and I would be walking around a lot, I should immediately get a hat. I did buy a hat. And he recommended me sunscreen, and he recommended me the kind of skincare products that I should use. He said I should stick to mainstream products like the Garniers, the Niveas, those that are mild, and those that have been in the market for a very long time. So I went ahead and bought Johnson & Johnson baby soap. I wanted to be as calm and as clean as possible on my skin, and be as gentle as possible on my skin. So what I did was, I went ahead and purchased the Johnson & Johnson baby soap and the Garnier Solitaire SPF 50, the one for babies. That's the one I purchased when I was doing my isotretinoin, just to keep everything simple and calm. So what happened was, I got the medication for $33 US, and because it was so expensive, and actually the medication itself is not covered by your medical aid, because isotretinoin is sort of like a choice. It's not like an emergency drug. So when you actually go and buy the drug, you pay your own money. But when you're seeing the dermatologist, that appointment is covered by medical aid. I hope that makes sense. So what Dr. Mtangadura basically told me when I started taking the isotretinoin, or when he prescribed it, was that I would purge, and then I would need to stay out of the sun as much as I can, and that my skin would get worse before it got better, and that my lips would swell up, so I would always need to moisturize my lips. So what I did was I kept a bottle of Vaseline in my school bag, and in my handbag. Wherever I went, I always had Vaseline on me so that I could always reapply, because naturally I lick my lips at times, so I would always need to have the Vaseline to reapply. And I think Vaseline is good enough, because we don't have things that I see on YouTube here like Aquaphor and things like that, but we have Vaseline, and that's good enough. So basically he gave me a month's prescription to start with, and then I would have to come back for a review after 30 days. So I came back after 30 days, and then that's when the purging got worse. That's when everything was coming out. I guess all the gunk was coming out of my skin, and that's where you have the initial breakout before it gets better. So when I went back, it was the same process. Medical aid covered 50 US. I paid the other 10 US, and I went in to see him again. He assessed my skin, and then he wrote me another 2 months prescription. So luckily what happened was I ended up going to Messina for shopping, and luckily when I went into the clicks in Messina, they allowed me to use my Zimbabwean prescription. For some reason I just said, let me just go with it and see what happens. Maybe they will allow me to get the medication because I have a prescription. So when I went into clicks, I asked them if they take Zimbabwean prescriptions. They said yes, if I had the prescription, if it had the stamp, and if it was current. So basically what I did was to give them the prescription, and they gave me, I got the 2 month supply medication that was written on my prescription, and it was much cheaper, guys, to buy it in South Africa, because I think it was around 300 Rand, which is like back then it was about maybe $20, which was like $10 much cheaper than buying it in Zimbabwe. So I ended up buying 2 months prescription, which was on the prescription card that I had, and that saved me a ton of money when I came back. So my skin started to get better around the around the 3rd month. My skin started to clear up, and people started to notice a difference, that, you know, my skin is clearing up. I was so happy, and then like I didn't care about wearing makeup as much, and not that I care anymore, because my skin has just like it's just decided to just behave. So I didn't have to wear makeup as much, and I wouldn't encourage you to wear makeup as much when you're on isotretinoin, because your skin is so dry. Like, it's really dry, and like everything just looks flaky. It doesn't look as flawless and as good looking as it does when you're not on isotretinoin. So basically he also told me that because I have now I've discovered I have normal skin. I thought I had oily skin. He always told me that when I'm done after isotretinoin, after a month or 2, my skin will start going back to what it was in terms of oiliness before I took the isotretinoin. So basically my skin started to improve around the 3rd month, and on the 4-month mark I decided to come off it and not do the whole 6 months that I was supposed to do, because I felt my skin was okay, and it didn't matter if I finished anymore, and I felt like, okay, my skin is fine, I'm just wasting money at this point. But I think also then again that was a mistake, because my acne came back, guys, and I'll insert some pictures again here or here. My acne came back, and it came back with a vengeance again. Like, and then maybe it's because it came back because I actually didn't finish the treatment because I got lazy along the way, or because when I was done with isotretinoin, I started to experiment again with skincare because I just wanted to try everything. So my acne came back, unfortunately, but I told myself I'm not going for round 2. Like, the isotretinoin process is just draining. Like, you're mentally, emotionally, like your body just aches. I would wake up, and this was like in my final semester. I would wake up and my feet would ache. Like, literally my feet would be aching, my back would be aching, like everything would just be aching, and I couldn't like lift heavy things or bend for too long. I was just not myself anymore. Like, literally every part of your body, every pore just dries up, and I was just not having it anymore. I was just tired, and I told myself that whatever happens, I'm never going to take isotretinoin again. And I feel that there are better methods of trying to improve your skin before you take isotretinoin, and I don't personally encourage it for people. But if you feel that you have reached the odds and you're at the end, you have tried everything and you want to go for it, then go for it. I can't stop you because I went for it. But I wouldn't encourage anyone to do isotretinoin. And also, they encourage you not to try get pregnant when you want to do isotretinoin, or during isotretinoin, or a month after you have completed your isotretinoin treatment. You shouldn't get pregnant. So I wasn't planning to get pregnant anyway, so I wasn't even married yet, so that wasn't an issue in my circumstance. So yeah guys, that's my isotretinoin journey. I really don't encourage you to get it if you're under the age of 18, because I think you need to also be mentally ready for what comes with it, like in terms of finances, in terms of, so you can imagine that $33 US a month times 6 months treatment supply, which is a hefty amount of money. And then the $10 per appointment, I think you do about 3 or 4 appointments, because there's the first one, then there's one after 2 months, one after another 2 months, and then the final appointment. And then like yeah, just you mentally and emotionally, it's just draining. So I would encourage you guys to try other things before you go to isotretinoin as a final resort. So yeah guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video about my isotretinoin journey. I know it was short and straight to the point. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video guys. Bye.